Hi, hello everybody. Welcome back to PILX. Today's match is BYZZ versus GENX. I am your caster Gelos, joined here with my co-cast Goofy. Hello, Zangief.
Yo, what's good, PILX? We out
Wow.
here.
Whoa. Because we are doing this on personal channels, by the way, we are going to have predictions up. So if you want to use some of those grumpy gloops that you occasionally have accumulated, you can do that. So today's match is going to be between BYZZ versus GENX, and these two teams, they've always go through name changes. So let me just put the rosters right up on screen. We can kind of explain who exactly these guys are. So for the BYZZ team, this was previously the Be Hot team, the Hood team, all of those kind of names. You got your classics in there, your San, your Liddy, your James, your Alpha, DF. All of those very strong players, very well known in the community. On top of that, you also have the merge into what was previously the ZIZ team as well, with some of the people you can recognize as well, from Zyros to Leroy to Lizard. Lots and lots of very strong names, and of course the great LA play, very likely to be coming in from players like Liddy and Gretchen, as well as some others who can do some great flexing. Oh, and Booba as well. Can't forget
And
Booba.
Blizzard.
Oh, and Lizard, yeah, from the ZIZ team. Yeah, very strong
And
players
Frost.
overall. Now, what I will say, though, is the ZIZ team has had a bit of a struggle for the preseason when it comes to sort of cohesion and getting used to this format. So just because they're a super strong team physically doesn't mean that they're just generally going to do, do like a player stomp by any means. And on the Gen X team, which was previously considered the Gen Z team, these are still good players, and they are, they're very much kind of used to this. They were doing, I believe they did fairly well during the preseason. Am I right?
Yeah, no, they're a pretty good team. They've played a little bit together since they were playing a little bit together. Pill NA, like they didn't. I don't believe they actually compete, but they were doing a lot of preseason scrimming, so they have some experience playing together, and they've been scrimming for
Oh, yeah,
PILX a
they're
lot, and they have a really good mix of like Miller and Cobalt players. Really experienced, good team play. Dante, definitely one of those players to look out for as a heavy. He's going to be a really good fragger for that team. I think cohesion wise, they kind of play this format a little bit better than BYZZ does. But it's kind of like the firepower of BYZZ versus the more team oriented gameplay of Gen X. So it'll be interesting to see this clash
yeah.
of styles, see who comes out on this format.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, one more thing I need to mention for those of you in chat: make sure if my audio levels don't sound right, please let me know, because I can adjust all of that right now. I haven't actually tested this version of the scenes, so if you guys have any complaints about the audio, I can turn things up if necessary. All right, let's move on to the map. Today's map is going to be Aiken South. This is a classic map for pretty much every format. However, because of the 10v10 format, this is actually a really good map. This one scales up very well for 10v10. It allows you to have so many people inside the buildings, but also it doesn't mean that you can have a lockout still. LAs play a huge role in this particular map, and it's very important to have good LA play. Bolters can play a smaller role on this one, but they are more used for, I'd say, capping the point and then just running right back off. We'll see if either team wants to do too much of that particular strategy, but it is a great map for LAs. That is a for sure thing. Now, I do have one more screen we're going to pop open right here, because we do have everybody on the scoreboard, I believe. Yes, we do. So we know exactly who is playing today. For the BYZZ side, we have Flair, Karauti, Liddy, Zyros, Frost, Leroy, Lizard, Gretchen, Musco, and Ryan. And on the Gen X team, Banging Tunes. Is that Moby, or is that
No, that's Bapti.
Bapti? That's right. Thank you. So
You
Bapti,
fool.
Ollie, a few other people in here who might have different names than I'm used to, but played very well known as well. Don Serval. These are good names as well. Gen X team, again, they have been doing well in the preseason, so we want to keep an eye out here for this particular match. Let's go ahead and go on into the in-game screen. Let them know we are ready. Did you start that prediction, by the way?
Oh, it's been started.
Oh, very good, very good.
Don't worry, people have been throwing a lot of glumpy gloops in there.
Very
Start 1
good.
minute. The match will start in 1 minute.
You could see where the aristocrat class of the Gelos the streamer's Twitch channel is. You can see the big gloops being dropped right now.
Huge gloops. All right, so I'm gonna start off watching. I believe the Biz side probably we'll start with, as they tend to have sort of unique squad comps. So
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Exactly we're gonna be seeing from them.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Oh yeah, is it? Thank you. Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what they got going.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a bit of a plan.
I'm watching GENX right now. Look at him.
Yeah, it is worth noting that this particular format does it basically requires you to have medics. You really do want to have decent medic.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, medic play is super important to this format.
Insanely important, and we can already see the Biz team here running. It looks like 3 medics now, 3 medics total here. And of course, the classic sort of movement for Aiken South, where you just move clockwise. However, GENX team going for the counterclockwise push might not work out super well for them. This tends to be a risky play. They have already gotten the LA, and the medic is able to pick up the other player that went down. Ooh, Biz here on the side, getting a couple picks there.
Oh, but they're coming in from behind now. Saiyan gets taken down with Gretchen throwing the revive nade out. So, they're clear. They're starting to clear through, and GENX is pushing back into their home now. They do not want to mess with this now.
Yep. GENX now able to actually get some momentum going. This is really good for them, actually. If they can clear this building out, they can actually head back out onto points, and they can potentially even get up to the home building from that balcony. It's a great spot to actually get. It's just so risky, and you can see exactly why here. Leroy with a triple with the help of Musco, an absolutely fantastic push.
Really nicely done here from Biz early on.
Yeah, Biz now continuing their cap on the point, 3 minutes 35 seconds until that caps through, and of course these aren't full 15-minute rounds. If they cap, that's it for the first half.
So it looks like now they're going to try and commit to that to the north building, which is probably the better idea for them. They really need to establish themselves in the north if they want to actually get a chance to get onto point.
Yeah. Oh, Flares is up here on second floor on that north building, trying to hold it down a little bit, but he didn't have to run out.
Yeah. Oh boy.
A drop down here by one of the GENX medics.
They're throwing a revive nade in there, though. They don't realize it. Oh, yeah, they're going to get... They're still hanging out in this north building, though. They're losing numbers, but they're still here.
They want to hold... You can see they definitely want to hold on to it, but this Biz team is just... It's too forceful. They are absolutely just pushing them right out. Now they're heading out into home building for the GENX team. Ollie getting chased off, gets killed before he can make it inside the building. And now here we are in the great Biz camping spot. One or two people usually in nest. We got the medics up here. Great spots for them. Here was one LA trying to do a little work, but he goes down as he flies up. Don Serval. Conk's heading out too.
So I have to make a correction. Earlier I said that Saiyan was on the flank, and you know, the dude's name is Scuffed Hairline.
Yeah.
So my bad. That's Leroy. Obviously, you know, my eyes. You know, in my old age, I guess I thought that was Saiyan, but you know.
Personally, I'm just glad you were able to get out of your bed, get to your walker. And
yeah, I mean that was honestly impressive.
Yeah.
They allowed me to come out of the retirement home. they wheeled me out of here so I can.
Wi-Fi for the day. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Wait, who are you again?
Oh no. Oh, Zyros going down here on that left side rock. He was trying to get a little bit of a cheeky angle. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately. Flares this along with Karauti chasing this one medic. Takes him out. Flares this as well, getting a double there with the second medic. Oh, but he can't get the third one with the knife. He does go down. Played getting a double there as both Flare with Leroy trying to bunny hop out. Oh wow, far out play over here by looks like, is that Nay? Is that his name? In4YE?
Nay.
I'm gonna say Nay on that one. my audio
Yeah,
might be a little bit low in-game. I might turn that up just a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, definitely put it, full volume.
Full volume, absolutely. Once we go into halftime, I'll change the volume setting for you. Now a big push here by the Biz team. Looks like we got Leroy heading on over to the side. Medic did just throw a resonate at that's likely to get... Oh, no, Plate does not take that res, and instead he actually stays down, and then the medic that tried to res him goes down as well. An unfortunate push there.
Yeah, GENX has been managing to get, like, a guy on point, but that's not going to work with this team. Like, you don't want to be out there all alone while your whole team is being pinned down, because
Right.
you're just going to get caught out and die. Like,
yeah.
they just have too many... I mean, like, right now, like, Liddy is pretty much just overwatching the entire, like, north building and GENX's building. Like, even if you get onto point with one guy, like, you're going to get spotted and killed.
Yeah.
It's kind of that rough thing when you're just pinned down like this, which is what's happening here. They can't... Like, GENX is having a hard time... they're pushing it to north hard now, which is probably what they want to do here.
About a minute left until the Biz cap goes through, but we do have a GENX player jumping down onto point. He is likely to flip this all the way as well. I don't see enough Biz players to actually counter it. Never mind. One's already jumped down, starting the counter. Zyros, he's probably going to go straight for this medic. Oh, he's already low. We got 3 Biz players now on point. There it goes. Medic now down. Zyros going to continue that cap. Ollie trying to jump down, but he is actually flanked by Karauti in the corner back there. Ollie, however, might get a res here. He takes it, he goes down immediately. And of course, the LA play has just been on point for the Biz team. We do have a couple of GENX LAs up here, though. Donserville and Bapti, both great players for the LA game.
Yeah, but we're seeing the Ziz lads holding it down on point right now. Leroy and Zyros, they are really just... But with Musco, too. Musco keeping them up with these revives, doing a really good job here.
Oh, here goes Bapti trying to get Awakening, but he goes down.
And they got numbers on point now, GENX. Like, they are actually making a furious push for point, which is what, you know, at this point, 30 seconds. You gotta do something at this point. Even if you're gonna get killed, like, here comes Biz rolling in now. Like,
this is the win condition for this particular format, so you have to do something about that cap. 30 seconds now until that that cap goes through. Biz has wiped GENX off of the cap again.
Yep. I mean, look, it's going to be tough against a team like this, but you know, they've done a good job of trying to get onto that point and try and push it.
And they actually have. They have stopped that cap multiple times, which has given their team a little bit more breathing room. And that's really what you want to be doing when you're trying to counter a very, very strong sort of player team. Even if they don't have there's the cap right there. So that puts our scores right now at Biz 1, GENX 0 so far, putting us up for the second half. Now we do have scores. Let me put that on the scoreboard while I change my volume. Turn that up just a little bit. I figured I'd lower this down by about 0.5. There we go. That should be a little bit more clear for you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this scoreboard while we are waiting for them to flip their buses and all that. All right, so starting with the Biz team, 131 kills, kind of expected. Boy. They are an insanely strong team, and you can see the GENX split of their squad comp. You can see they clearly expected a lot of that kind of play from Biz. They went with about 5 medics on the GENX team, expecting to be able to actually counter that super strong heavy play. And actually, it kind of did work. They were able to hold down spots a lot better than if they just, say, had, you know, heavies in place of where, you know, 3 of those medics might have been, or 2 of those medics might have been. It really did keep them in choke points a little bit longer, allowed maybe one other player to go around to the side, potentially hit that point. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, Biz was still able to push them out of a lot of buildings and was super, super strong in general. 131 kills, quite a few more than, unfortunately, GENX is only 66. Now, there are also damage assists on the Biz team there, looking very, very nice. They've got 62. GENX, not too bad either, 40 stays. They stay kind of cohesive, both teams do. It's not super hard to get a lot of damage assists when we're talking about 10v10, but it's nice to see that sort of cohesion amongst everybody. And then for our top killer of the game right now, we've actually got Zyros. He is top frag of the game. 22 and 10 right now, doing a phenomenal job with his pushes. But I think we should also note that Leroy with his flanks have been really just massive with clearing out some of these angles, I should say.
Oh, for sure. And Flares is too. Flares has been, and Lizard. Honestly,
Oh, yeah,
a lot
Lizard,
of those. This has been a mostly Ziz heavy lineup. There's only like a few BHOT members here. But the Ziz lads have really been putting in work on this first half. Like you could see it from the stats. Like they've really been grinding. So keep up that grind, kings and queens and thumpers. You're doing great.
Yeah, and that LA play as well has been really nice on the Biz team. 3 LAs coming out of the gate with Liddy Frost and Lizard. They're all 3 insanely strong too. That's not to say that GENX's LA play is not bad. I mean, Bing, Toonsbro, that being Bapty, and Don Serval, another somewhat well-known LA. Both of those guys are very good to have on your team. And they are countering somewhat with those LAs. What you just got to keep them from harassing too much on that point. Keep them more concentrated on the other side roof, maybe. But it does seem like they're doing a good job there. So good on them. So let's go ahead and move back into our main screen where we should be getting everything ready to.
Yeah, looks like BYZZ is making substitutions. I could see Rag here. I could see Street is here. That's all I see for right now.
Okay.
And Booba is there too. So yeah, looks like they're just flip. Oh, and Pole is there too. So it looks like they're swapping a lot.
Actually,
yeah, I think they're just at this point it's better to just swap out and play a little bit of a different lineup at this point and kind of see how they gel. Because
I mean, we are still in the group stage, so if you're feeling like maybe trying a little experimentation out is worth your while, then absolutely.
Yeah, and especially since one of the biggest weaknesses, and this is no slight on them, but I think it has to be said, is that the team play for this format has been a little bit lackluster at times for their team, especially with the way their medics kind of flow with the heavies and vice versa. And I think it's probably good to do a little bit of a swap out here and get everybody a little bit more experience, a little bit more time to gel together. So I think this is probably ultimately going to be a good thing for them. I think and James is there too. So
oh, good, yeah.
James hot off of that 24-hour charity stream. Good job, James.
Oh yeah, I caught a little bit of that. That was very impressive.
Shout out to James on that one. That was fucking awesome.
Always nice to see members of the community doing things like that.
Yeah, and it's good to get everybody, as Leroy mentioned in the chat, give everybody some playing time. Let everybody get a chance to play, because especially once you get into the knockout phase, you might want to start running your top lineup if you have them all available. So some people might not get to play as much, and it's good to get them some playing time.
Yeah. All right, I think we're just waiting on a couple more of the Biz team to get logged in and on the Hex. Once that population stabilizes out, they're going to probably get it started. But as you were saying, with all of these swaps, it is going to change a little bit about how they play, but not by too much. It's still going to be that classic, very strong aggression playstyle that BHOT, Biz, Hood, all of that conglomeration of teams is well known for. So don't expect too much in terms of how this is going to get played out, but expect at least a little bit in terms of how those individual players are going to work out, because some of these players, they like to play a little bit differently. Street Scum is someone who can flex in as like a bolt sometimes and jump onto that point.
And LA, and he does play some LA on Ake himself too.
Yeah. So it'll be a slightly different game.
Looks like DF and Alpha are in too. So this is going to be a very BHOT heavy lineup for the second half.
So that first half was very Ziz heavy. This one's going to be a BHOT heavy one.
Yeah, and does look like Sane is there too.
All right, never mind. This is now the Hood team.
But Lizard looks to be still in there, so we do still have a little bit of the Ziz representation.
All right, well, while we are waiting, there we are. So while we're waiting here, couple more things we can talk about for this map, at least. There's very few differences. This is actually, it's one of my favorite maps when it comes to competitive, because you can see here, it's a very symmetrical map. There's very little differences in both sides.
Front starts in 1 minute.
The biggest difference is this tree right here on these two sides, and this just allows a little tiny bit more of an advantage for the western side when you're coming in, because it just gives you a little bit of cover right here on this tree while you're trying to cap. But that is it. In terms of differences for the sides, that is literally the only difference, and it plays so well for competitive, and it scales so well for competitive. So it's always good to see this map coming into play for these tourneys. Love to see that.
Especially on like a 10v10. This map is definitely very fun to play
20?
with more members on it.
Absolutely. All right, so I'll be watching the Biz team once again. See what we got.
I'll be watching
GENX
once again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second round starts.
All right, knives out for the Biz team, swapping back and forth like they're playing CS:GO.
It's like I don't know if they were running this earlier, but 3 LAs for GENX here, and 3 LAs for BHOT too.
Yeah, I think they were.
And 2 have already gone down.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's just Lizard up alone against 3 LAs now, and they're all surrounding him.
Yeah.
He's gonna play very defensive
there
here.
He is. He's already lost his shields there. You can see the little thing on the top there. Just a sliver. Now it's going back up. So he's at least back up to health. He's doing a little bit of damage on the point.
He's tagging people down below.
Yeah. GENX now has a very good control of that point area. He is getting pushed, though. Here goes Lizard taking a lot of damage. Donsterville not wanting to push it all the way out, though. He knows those other LAs are finally back.
Yeah.
Scuffed Jays there, the real Sam. Now has that angle. He was able to clear out along with the help of everybody else. Some of those GENX members on points.
And Batty survived. He had like 5 guys shooting at him from different angles. He managed to get out of there. Good for him.
The LA play very, very important here for that Biz control. Now that they have those LAs back up, you can see just how much easier it is for the Biz team to actually move around.
Yeah, we're seeing really aggressive medic play here from BYZZ, from Biz.
The BYZZ,
just flushing out.
BYZZ hood hot.
Bees
hot.
Their medics definitely playing very aggressive here, and they're going to lock down this southern building because this is really where it seemed like the north building was a big push for GENX first round. And obviously, they're going to go south building, but it's going to be hard to break through this.
Yeah.
It's going to be very tough.
That said, they had a good early start. It gave them a little bit of time and a little bit of breathing room, so they might actually be able to do some little bit of miracle work here. We'll see.
Yeah, the problem is like how aggressive they are. Like every time, like you're going to see GENX kind of push through here, you'll probably see these guys just kind of push in from that southern door in their home and just kind of flank them and wipe them out, which is what DF did earlier. He just went in there and cleaned out people on the flank. So this one's gonna be kind of tough to break them out of their own home.
Here we go with Booba there on that roof, gets that first kill along with the help of Bapti. I'm sorry, not Bapti. Is that which one is 60 hurt?
That is Lizard.
Lizard, I'm sorry. I can never remember because their names are all wrong.
You don't know anything, Beebs.
The only one that's right is Interlude here, who's actually the real Interlude, by the way.
It's true. Interlude is playing right now, and he's shitposting in the chat as we speak.
God, he's so incredible. All right, there we go. On the bottom floor, Biz has cleared out north, and they've just moved right back up onto top floor, taking them out as well. Having absolutely no issues there.
Some nice aggression here from Biz, just continuing the lockdown of GENX's home.
Yeah, and you can see that timer's getting very, very close for them as well.
Yeah.
Only a couple minutes left until that cap goes through. 2 minutes, 30 seconds now.
Zane with the aggression here. Oh, he just gets...
Oh, yeah, he gets punished for that one. And of course, because he's going aggressive there, that means that the medics that he's pushed, if he didn't kill all of them, they're just gonna res the guys that he kills. So it's a
Oh, nice.
It's a conflicting playstyle for
yeah, but you know what just happened? This is the difference in this playstyle, right? So the revive nade went out, and there was a GENX medic watching Saiyan, but DF got revived behind him also, and he came in and killed him, and then Saiyan got up, and he was just free, and now they're clearing out in South Building. So
yeah.
even though like Saiyan got aggressive and died because of it, he gets the revive. DF with the really good play, and he's back and fragging again. So
there,
yeah.
Now, about a minute 30 here left until Biz potentially caps. GENX having a really rough time. They have, however, just jumped back out onto point, where we have both Ollie and, can't quite catch his name. Is that Kara? Kara 50? Kara 507?
Just call it, just say Kara.
Yeah, Kara 507 TR
just
on
say,
the
just
point.
Kara. Just say Kara.
Yeah, Kara 507.
Just say,
gotcha,
yeah, it's
understood.
Kara. And Biz moving back into the GENX home again.
Come on, we're losing this.
Flares
is
down
just
here
chilling
on Cubby with Rag. Got Plate.
It's a Russian holdout
oh
here.
No! Plate goes down early.
He's got reinforcements. He's got Alpha.
That medic is gonna go down. Oh no!
Oh, honorary Russian Alpha coming into the
That
save.
was quite the rush. About a minute 15 seconds left until Biz potentially gets this cap. GENX having a hard time moving in on this point. They have just jumped back out. They've gotten Ollie up, but looks like Nay went down after that. Ollie going down as well. They have not cleared these roofs and balconies nearly enough, so them running out onto this point's really not doing too much. They have to clear these roofs out a bit. The LA's now kind of working on that. Looks like we got Don Serval and Six both here doing some damage to Street
They're gonna
Scout,
get
but
pushed
staying
though by
alive.
Lizard. Collects one.
Here comes Interlude.
Interlude known
taking out Six.
Known heavy fragger from the gaming clan Dasanfall. Look at the moves by Interlude there.
My God, Interlude does finally go down, ending his reign of terror finally.
Interlude also known master of the game Barrow Trauma.
That's a very well-known fact.
Known fact.
Rag here getting res by Alpha from the second floor. That's a long-range res, but he does actually manage to get up. Now he's Jason a kill with a knife, but he goes down just before he could get it.
Madman with a knife just running around.
Crazy person. Flares is coming in. He does finish out the kill. Rag, however, goes right down after that. Those resonators are sometimes a risky proposition.
GENX clearing people out of the South Building now.
Yeah.
They're gonna get onto point. They're gonna have some time to.
Yeah, they'll have a few seconds here because of that. Of course, they do have 7 minutes and 45 seconds to cap, but you know.
Yeah, but
still,
they should have an ability to kind of get set up a little bit more here. It's gonna be tough because Biz just has this north building locked up, and they're just gonna be able to shoot down from that balcony onto the people on point.
Yeah, it is very dangerous for GENX to just kind of hold here, but they're doing it anyway. They have about 4 people on here, all medics. 2 are just going down now. There goes our third. There goes our fourth.
Oh no.
Biz clearing out point.
They're throwing a revive nade though. Will it hit? Oh, I think they just mostly
misses
respawned.
just barely.
Yeah, they've all respawned.
GENX there with a full wipe. 30 seconds until the cap. They have to make a huge push here to actually slow this down. Let's see what they do. Plate goes down early. That's not great. You really want to keep Plate up. They pick him right back up and take out Rag on the way in. DF, however, with the flank, takes out the medic. Plate, however, takes out DF. No medic to res that other one, though. Can they jump on this point? They're trying. Nay jumps on that. He's just making it flash right now.
They're still pushing heavy on the point.
Don Serval helping out.
Oh, the LA's on the roofs are just making it so difficult for GENX right now.
Yeah, that LA play is really gonna mess.
And Sane's gonna get the revive nade from behind. Oh, that's not good. Oh, they just cleared him off.
There it goes.
It was a nice last effort there from GENX.
A great last effort. Biz here about to get the cap, and that's going to be end of game right there. Beautiful job, however, by both teams. Overall, I thought the cohesion, you know, we were kind of, I was a little bit worried, I will say, about the Biz team coming into the actual tourney season. It does seem like their cohesion has really, really improved quite a lot better. During the preseason, what we saw a lot of was mostly having a hard time kind of getting adjusted to this format, having their medics kind of focus more on reses and staying alive rather than going for frags with the really good guns. But what you saw here was actually pretty decent medic play by the Biz team, and that really does shine through at the end of the day. I mean, people are taking their reses, they're taking their resnades no matter the risk, and they're actually getting work done with their medics in hand. So, really, really nice job here for the Biz team. Absolutely well-deserved. GENX team also did a really good job. I mean, we are talking about a super, super strong team when it comes to just overall player strength. So they did hold off the Biz team really well for a long period of time for both halves even. So a really nice job attempting to counter there with their sort of extra medic play. Do we have anybody for captains for interviews by any chance? We could do a quick little interview. If not, I'm not super worried about it.
Sure, we could probably get somebody.
Yeah, I don't know who the GENX captain would be. Unfortunately, I'm sure we can easily grab the James from the Biz team, but we'll figure that out in just a moment. Let's take a look at these stats here while we're figuring that out, though. So for the let me actually enlarge this a little bit here so I can read it. For the Biz team, we do have, let's see, Lizard. Wow, top frag of the game. He is. Oh no, I take that back. Flare.
Nope, that was Flare's.
Yeah.
Flare's is doing work.
Yeah, Flare actually top frag of the game. 38 kills, 19 deaths. Although Lizard not too far behind and playing LA as well. Pretty nice job.
And also, how about we just? I know this is going to be cliche, but a shout out to Saiyan, who almost top fragged in one half. 31 kills.
Jesus, I just realized that. 31 kills in one half. That is, I mean,
yeah.
They don't call him
typical.
The greatest player to ever play PlanetSide 2 ever at all time.
That's just a normal day's work for him right there.
Quite frankly, I think he's slacking. All right, well, yeah, they did a really good job on kills. You can see there 290, almost 300 kills from the Biz team. A really, really strong showing here for their just killing potential, and that really does help in this format. I mean, it's not as important, I will say, as a good cohesion and a good sort of medic play is. I've seen, this same killing potential, it still has lost them games, but very, very strong killing potential nonetheless. It's very, very good, and it does help quite a lot. For the GENX team, only 139 kills on their side, but again, they were going into this, I'm sure, expecting to be getting less kills. They tried to counter this with a lot of medic play, and they did a really good job with it. Again, we saw quite a few medics at all times. Always, I think 5 medics at all times, and only maybe a couple heavies and about 3 LAs, which shows you, just exactly what they knew they were coming into, and it's a really good play, honestly, if you're coming into a match like this. So
also didn't help that they didn't have Dante in their lineup, so he must not have been available. He's a very good heavy for their team,
Absolutely.
So losing him is definitely not going to make it easier when he's really a great fragger for the team, and he also does a lot of good flanks for their team too. So when you're missing that to kind of like break open a hold like Biz would be, tend to do, it's going to be a little tough when you don't have him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if did we get anybody for interviews? I don't think we had anybody, did we? Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and end it there. That's okay, though, because we're still in the group stages. It's not too big of a deal to not have an interview just yet. We have another match coming up in just 30... Oh, yes, go ahead.
Alpha saying James said that he would do an interview.
Oh, all right. Well, we can grab James at least. I wanted to get the other guy as well, whoever we could get.
The other guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who their captain is.
Plate is in the chat right now. If he knows anybody that wants to play that wants to be interviewed.
All right, we'll get James in here real quick because I do want to quickly talk about.
No.
Got it. Understood. Never mind. All right. Well, that's fine. We will still talk to James real quick and just get.
User joined your
there he is.
Yo. Hello.
Hey, James. First of all, good game. You guys did great. I do want to talk. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the other team captain, it looks like. But I do want to talk about your guys' sort of because this is the first match I've seen of you guys for the actual tourney season. I've only been seeing you guys for the pre-tourney pre-matches.
Yeah.
How has your sort of squad cohesion felt coming up to this this tourney season? Because you guys do seem to
Hey,
improve.
wake up.
I'll say it started pretty bad. I mean, that's always
User
likely
was
to
moved
happen.
to your
You know,
channel.
we merged 2 teams together. Yeah, what's up?
And we have Ollie in here for the GENX team, by the way. We'll ask him that question in just a moment as well.
Yeah, but yeah, we leading up to it, I would say, I was a little unsure how we were gonna fare in terms of our, organization and stuff. But to be honest, I think our team does a really good job of when actual tournaments start. Everyone suddenly kicks into gear, and
Yeah, I've definitely noticed.
It's really nice. Yeah, and
yeah, it's
sorry, my eyelight's just.
Listen. You just came out of a what was it, a 24-hour
24 hours.
charity stream? You get the excuse of being a little sleepy.
Yeah, but
Hey, wake up.
yeah,
Hey,
basically we're
wake
really
up.
happy with
Hey,
how the team
wake
played.
up.
We ran
Hey,
some
wake
internals
up.
yesterday, and to be honest, it was the first
Hey,
time that I
wake
was
up.
genuinely
Hey,
like
wake up.
hyper
Hey,
confident with
wake
the
up.
team. Everyone was playing super duper well off of each other, which was just absolutely lovely. And I think it's all starting to come together. Everyone's starting to know, how they have to play together, because obviously it's a change from the 6v6 format we're all used to. We have to play a different way. There has to be more sacrifices made in this format. Sometimes you just got to drop point and die on the point. And some people, I think all of us took a little longer to grasp how this plays a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's been really good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like your cohesion definitely went up quite a lot from what I was seeing from you guys from the preseason. So it's really nice to see. For the other team for GENX, you guys coming into this match, it seemed like you guys did have a strategy to sort of counter, because I'm sure you knew what you were coming into the to a match against BYZZ team. Talk a little bit about your strategy
Hey,
to sort of
wake
work
up.
this match out.
Hey, wake
Well,
up. Hey, wake
we
up.
already knew a little bit that
Hey,
we're,
wake up.
or a little bit. We already knew that we're going to lose pretty much, because like, what can you do? And strategy, I don't know. It's just the idea of having a big ball of medics on point, just being stupid, I guess. Just trying to make it the most fun of for all of us in the team, and then that's where we went for pretty much. Like, just take it easy and just play the game.
Yeah, your strategy of sort of medic balling did actually seem to work. I don't know if James can kind of add to this, but it did seem like you guys were holding the BYZZ team off a lot longer than if, say, you just had a couple of heavies there in place of those medics. So that was good on you for coming up with that. That was
Thank you.
it definitely did seem like a good idea. Well, both of you guys did great. We look forward to seeing more matches from you. This was only the group stage, so we'll have plenty more matches to see you guys in. And we will go ahead and end it there. Once again, congratulations to
Hey,
the
wake
BYZZ
up.
team. And we will see you in chat in about 30 more minutes. Of course, I'll start the stream up a little bit early ahead of time. I just got to get things set up on the stream OBS itself. But thank you all. Stay here for just a little bit, and we will get started with the second stream in just a little bit. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.